Good evening, VV Nation. My name is Ryan. Always a pleasure for the 6 p.m. videos. Hope everyone had a great weekend and enjoyed the Las Vegas two-day event. Found it informative. Now, tonight's presentation is going to be a special treat because I am flying back from Vegas tonight. I had to pre-record this, so tonight is going to be on the mighty Dow. That's right, the Dow Jones. Now, the Dow Jones has been in existence since 1896, since Charles Dow founded it. He was an investment or a financial journalist, right? Now, the Dow Jones is seen as one of the prominent indexes to really, track the market, right? This was way before we had the VVC or the VectorVest composite to give us guidance of broad market movement. Now, the Dow Jones, do you know how many stocks are in the Dow Jones? Curious? Put it in the comment section if you know the answer. Now, it is just 30 stocks, right? Not that many stocks. That's why we here at VectorVest use the VectorVest composite, get a broader sense of market movement. And other indexes use more stocks as well, like the S&P 500 or the NASDAQ 100, give you a broader sense. But these are 30 of the biggest stocks in the United States. Now, do you know how the Dow Jones is weighted? I was surprised by this. I would have thought it would have been a different answer. The Dow Jones is actually weighted by price. So those stocks with a bigger price have a bigger influence on the mighty Dow. And I was surprised by that, right? So by, inclination, my next idea was I was going to, see how the S&P 500 was weighted. Now, the answer to that was more of what I was thinking, and that is going to be of market cap, right? So those with the largest, market cap are going to have more influence on the S&P 500. So I was kind of surprised that the Dow, the mighty Dow Jones was price index, but it has been around since the 1800s, and it is a definitely key sign and key figure of the American financial system. So tonight's presentation, we're going to dive into the Dow 30, take a look at these 30 stocks and see what are some of the best stock candidates, depending on, if you're looking for momentum, if you're looking for safety, if you're looking for growth, all about the Dow Jones. If you want to find out what are the best stocks based on certain criteria that fit the agenda of your portfolio, let's get started and jump in the VectorVest 7 system. All right, here they are, the Dow 30. I mean, look at the name of these stocks. You can see exactly why these stocks are in the Dow Jones 30. I mean, look, NVIDIA at the top of the list, JP Morgan, the Travelers, Goldman Sachs, Amazon, American Express, Salesforce, Visa, Apple, Microsoft, Walmart, Johnson & Johnson, United Health Group, Caterpillar, Cisco Systems, the Sherwin-Williams Corporation, Amgen, Home Depot, Walt Disney, Merck & Company, Verizon, McDonald's, Chevron, Procter & Gamble, Honeywell, Coca-Cola, along with IBM, 3M, Nike, and Boeing. You can see these companies. Now, I know you've heard of all these companies here. Big companies. Now, first thing is, what is going to be the safest stock in the Dow Jones right now? All I have to do is resort by RS, relative safety. Again, these indicators are on a 0 to 2 scale. Above 1 is favorable, below 1 is unfavorable. Further you get away from 1, just speaks to the magnitude of that favor. So right now, if I scroll up to the top of the list here, NVIDIA Corp, at the top of the list at 1.45 is the safest company in the database. Now, RS, relative safety, is just an indicator of risk. We compute it by looking at the company's volatility, things like debt to equity ratio, how long the company has been around, the company's longevity, things of that nature, right? Microsoft being number 2. We've got Visa here at the top of the list, JP Morgan, Amazon, Salesforce. These are going to be your safer stocks in the Dow Jones. Now, as I scroll down here, looking at where you will find risk in the Dow Jones, you got Verizon here, 3M, really everything from Merck & Co., well, IBM and down is going to either have a neutral to unfavorable rating when it comes to RS or relative safety. Now, if you're looking for more long-term investments, a great indicator to look at is RV, relative value. This looks at long-term price appreciation over the next 1 to 3 years. As I scroll up, NVIDIA Corp, again at the top of the list here, The Travelers, Amgen, Salesforce, Goldman, all having the highest relative value ratings in the Dow Jones. As I scroll down to the bottom of the list, Boeing actually has the lowest, along with Nike, IBM, United Health Group, and Home Depot. Now, if you're looking for momentum, let's take a look at RT, relative timing. This is our technical indicator. At the top of the list right now, we have Apple, United Health Group. I know a lot of people are doing some bottom fishing on that right now. JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, Home Depot. This is where you can find momentum currently to the upside in the Dow Jones. As I scroll down to the bottom, where are your losers going to be at, right? If you are holding these stocks, these are the stocks right now not making you money, currently in a downtrend right now. The bears are in control. These stocks include Salesforce, Honeywell, Amgen, Coca-Cola, Merck & Company, Boeing, Microsoft. A lot of these stocks actually have a RT below 1. McDonald's, IBM, Visa, Procter & Gamble here. We've got 3M, Cisco Systems, and Walt Disney with a neutral rating currently at 1. Now, as far as buy recommendations or hold recommendations, you can see the buy ratings here currently right now. Holds dominating the Dow Jones. One thing I do like, and kind of an indication of an overall healthy market right now, not one stock has a sell rating in the Dow Jones. I do like that. Now, this is the next thing I want to show you with the Dow Jones, right? Growth rate and earnings. This is forecasted data. Where can you find some growth in the Dow Jones, right? Well, no surprise, it's going to be NVIDIA once again at the top of the list here. I mean, NVIDIA, with our proprietary indicators, you can see that's going to be the top ranked stock with the VectorVest 7 system here. But look at the growth rate and earnings. We've got Amazon, another great growth candidate here. We've got Walt Disney, Travelers, Amgen, Salesforce, Goldman Sachs, Microsoft. I do like the fact that there's so many double-digit growth rate and earning stocks in the Dow Jones. I do like that. I mean, everything from Walmart up looks phenomenal here, single digits. Let's take a look where the problem could be. Nike, negative 7%. That's the worst growth rate and earnings in the Dow Jones here, along with Chevron, United Health Group, and Caterpillar. All right, for the last thing I wanted to show you today was going to be the value. Where can you find some value in the Dow Jones? Now, I did add a column to the categories here, value divided by price. So the ones at the top of the list, these are the most undervalued companies in the Dow Jones. Not a price target, but just currently what we feel the stock is worth. And now as we take a look at Amgen, just as an example here, 273, we value it at 411. So we feel that the stock is greatly undervalued, right? Travelers also undervalued. Merck & Company, Salesforce, Goldman Sachs here, American Express. We got JP Morgan, Johnson & Johnson, Disney. A lot of these stocks are undervalued, along with Walt Disney, Verizon, NVIDIA, Cisco, Honeywell. This is where you will find value in the Dow Jones. As I scroll down, you'll see the overvalued stocks here. The most overvalued stock right now in the Dow Jones is going to be Boeing, followed by Nike, Home Depot, Walmart, IBM, United Health, which is very interesting because a lot of people are doing some bottom fishing right now, thinking they're getting some value. As well, we do have Sherwin-Williams, along with Caterpillar, Chevron, Microsoft, 3M, Procter & Gamble. A lot of overvalued stocks here. Really starts with Visa and Amazon, and then the list goes down from there. Now here at VectorVest, we focus on buying undervalued, safe stocks rising in price at this time. So you can see where the value is here. I show you where the safety is here, and I show you where the momentum is in the Dow Jones. Now, tonight's presentation was all about the Dow Jones. I hope you learned a lot about the Dow Jones this evening, but not only what it consists of and how it's, calculated, but really the stocks within the Dow Jones itself, where you can find momentum, where you can find value, where you can find growth. I hope this video really just pointed you to the right direction to understanding the Dow Jones and how to be more profitable in your portfolio when it comes to these positions. Now, I hope everybody found this video informative. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you tomorrow evening. Good night.